Hey, this is Craig and Dean from The Academic. We're outside Daly's Bar in Mullingar and this is Grilled.
I never thought I'd tell myself it's time I should start acting my age.
Hello, Craig.
Hey, Dean.
What's your favourite live performance moment ever?
We've had some pretty great moments over the years. I think one of the standouts that we talk about an awful lot, probably too much, is the Rolling Stones in Croke Park.
Yeah.
Because we were like on a tour playing like such small club shows.
Yeah, wasn't the Paris show was like a club of like 80 people.
And like it definitely wasn't full.
No, it wasn't.
And yeah, we were like showed up at home and playing the Croke Park like with the Rolling Stones. Definitely a standout like live moment. And then obviously touring the US as well was like something we always wanted to do. So.
What's the least rock star thing you do?
I mean, I used to constantly play a FIFA career on FIFA 14.
Yeah, like
which was
a
vibe.
Yeah.
Not too rock and roll. I don't know.
Right.
What else do you think I do?
Now that I think of it, maybe you are just a bit rock star. I don't know. What do you reckon? What do you wish more fans knew about the realities of being in a band?
I think people should maybe know about like a lot of the waiting around that's involved.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like what people get to see is like a very jam-packed like hour of like energy, and that's what we live for. But like there's so much traveling, so little eating and sleeping. That stuff can be tough, and it's you like days off are great, but
people see like the live photos and like the gig announcements.
Yeah,
they don't see like everything in between. It's
no, like the kind of
hauling gear through airports and then hopping in the vans, driving 8 hours, and everybody smelling funny.
Yeah, exactly. All that stuff. Yeah. This is the actual stage where we played our first ever headline gig. And it was like the first time people actually like sung our music back.
It was a mental gig. Yeah, it was amazing. So do you find it easier to write lyrics from personal experience or putting yourself in the shoes of a character?
I think a bit of both, to be honest. I think with like the first album, like that was songs from when we were growing up and like, you know, learning to drink and like making a fool of ourselves. I think kind of over-exaggerating the reality of situations is like definitely what I do, and there's always something personal in it for me. Occasionally I'll do a character, but I find it easier when it's like more personal and something that's actually happening around me or anybody who's in my life.
So is there an Irish musician that has inspired you musically?
Yeah, tons. Obviously like Thin Lizzy being one, U2 would have been when kind of started discovering like what a band can be. And then there's a lot of great bands like that we've got to play with like that have inspired me, like the De Laurentos, throwing it right back to like the first Irish tour we done, where we like learned to live in not even in a van, in a car. Shouts out Millennium Falcon, Matt's first car, the Ford. Yeah, and like Bell X1 are, you know, another band that like are great songwriters and put on a great show. So many, but to name a few, those guys.
If I was sick, no pressure now, who would you get in to replace me?
If I had to pick a drummer, I think I'd say Dave Grohl for you, because I know you'd be happy about it.
Yeah, you could just bring him up and
But
I'm sure he'd just hop in, you know?
That's probably not realistic, so I would go for a hologram show of you.
A hologram, like Tupac?
Yeah, and like we'd like get you in for a day and like film you and record like all your grooves, so we could never have to like replace you, just be a hologram.
Yeah, I like that. This is just a few from social media now. So give me one standout memory of touring.
One standout memory of touring is, and I'll never forget it, going to a Del Taco before a gig in San Diego and it being the worst food decision of my life. My face was on fire, I was nearly crying.
I just thought you were sweating because it was warm out, but...
No, it was a bad food choice. That was a standout. Not very glamorous.
And what would you be doing if you never got into music?
I would say maybe teaching music would be where I would go, but that's still in music, so it doesn't count. I don't know.
Music didn't exist, like what would you do?
Yeah, I'd probably like, I don't know, I'd probably be like working a bar or something. Maybe like a fisherman.
One of those like Deadliest Catch dudes.
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't see you doing it, but like, no, fair play if you want to try.
I like to be like a documentary maker, but I don't have like the patience for cameras. Something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for watching this episode of Grilled. We'll see you soon.